Hello there, hi there, welcome to Dust Bird. It is February 23rd, 2025. It's 8 a.m. and I'm going to do predictions from now until the end of March for the United States. What's coming up over the next month, a little more than a month, but you know. What's coming up for the U.S.? I will fast forward through this part while I lay the cards down. All right. Well, America as a whole feels like there's a lot of shadiness, a lot of masks being worn. So a lot of masking going around, all around, hiding America as a whole. Our resources. So we're partnering up with someone. This could be the Trump-Elon connection. What are they communicating? They're talking about the change. So this connection between Elon, but America as a whole feels like we're just shady. We're hiding, we're masked, we're liars as a whole. Just the whole from A to Z. Right? And then we have the American powers, which is the Trump administration, and we see the connection between he and Elon. I feel that this is this, and they're going to be talking about change. It could be the environmental changes. I'm not certain what change, but given what's back here, I'm going to say it's environmental pollution, bridges, and I don't know what these structures are. There's conflict coming up for homeland. And this is going to affect the households of American families. So we are going to find conflict within the American households. We're also going to feel, this change. So there's going to be a resistance to whatever this change is that's coming, and it's going to create conflicts within the American households and family units. Dealing with creativity, I'm talking about like the ability to attract people and situations is coming from the past, something deep within its inner child. So then the Americans will be tapping into their inner child energy, a lot of playfulness, something coming through, tapping into the creativeness because of the conflict within the household unit. So there's some kind of healing that needs to go on across every American family household, because and it's healing this inner child wound, and it's really affecting America as a whole. So individually, be mindful and heal yourself, and be an active participant in the healing of your family units as well. Many are going to find comfort service, like getting into comfort healing services for employment. A lot of people are just leaning on their felines for comfort, but doors are opening for many. So you're going to find a lot of maybe animal shelters, or where like companionship pop-ups, I want to say, what do they call them? Cat cafes, pet cafes, to help this healing of the nation. it feels like there's a lot of loneliness in America right now, that people are seeking the comfort of the fur babies, because when the sun sets, they are alone. It's the only solace they have for many Americans. And coming up in the households, the people getting married and relationships, romantical marriages, healing water, something, the marriages need to be healed, and it is this conflict within so it's very important for the American family unit to get in touch with their inner child and heal that wound from the past. Ladies and gentlemen, tap into that energy, because it's very emotional. So the American family relationships are healing, but there are many Americans who are alone, and I don't know if that means that relationships are healing and they're alone and seeking solace and comfort, or if these healing waters are if that's just a period. So some folks will separate in order to heal, others will remain together. It's emotional waters of healing, and people are just learning, because we're coming right into the student, and this is kind of like what one needs to let go of is maybe the I know everything, and start learning something new. This also deals with taxes. Get into your own books, people. Know what's going on with your monies. It's tax season time. Start saving for your children and your futures. Pay your student frickin' loans, okay, folks? Pay your student loans. Or maybe we're going to find forgiveness here with student loans. There may be something coming up within the United States concerning student loans. Forgiveness. Ninth house. So we're on a quest, we don't even know it. So it's like what you don't see coming, right? Is a mission and being in the dark. Like shrouded but protected. But still, nothing is flippin' clear, right? Nothing's clear. So people are hesitant of whether or not they want to extend their education. Is it even worth it? People are leaning more into philosophies than actual studies. People are hungry for information, and I feel like they know that they're not going to get it from the institutional structures that we have right now. And people need to become the student and the teacher. And not just allow others to, know, you need to know what's going on in your household with your monies. I'm going to see a lot of people going in to become auditors and things of that nature. Not so much teachers. We're going to see some folks going to become soldiers. So expect an amp in our services. armed services. Oh. People are just like really coming together to create. We have the creator here, so this is falling within the 11th house. And, you know, friends, groups of people are coming together to form things, to alliances, webs, right, communities. So within the community, there are building, they are weaving communities within community. What does that look like? Well, I have an Amish community within my community. So what other communities will be spun off? I'm not sure. But within the community, there's a community. So people are coming together within their community and forming communes within the commune. And it is to protect oneself. Why are we at? What's the surge, the jump in armed services? Now the community has to come together, building alliances, bridges, connections, and a lot having to do with the household units within America over the, you know. So what is that about? So what's working against us is protection. Protection is where we're lacking in the form of protection. So that's not good for America. That's a state of surrender with the hands in the air. That explains why there's a jump in services. So I suspect something that we don't see coming. I don't know what's going on. I can't stand the news or what they put out because it's never the truth. It's never correct information or in real time even. What is this? Who's surrendering? Someone's surrendering within by the end of March. And this is our downfall. This is what's working against us. Don't understand it, but you can let me know in the comments below. I'm going to throw another layer from Trish James' predictions deck, and I will fast forward through this. Okay. Okay, so there's a disappointing outcome. I don't know what this is about. That's coming up in a big city. It is surrounding trains and transportation, and there's a consequence and damage done. I suspect that there's going to be some kind of incident on our railways, do forms of transportation. There's a damage here, so expect maybe train to go off the rails or some kind of we've been having transportation issues, the planes, but this is coming out in trains, and there are planes within this deck, but there's consequences and damages coming in our transportation as far as transportations in big city. So if you are in a big city, and it's a disappointing outcome, this is not good for the U.S. If you're in a major city, like Philadelphia, right, was the planes went down right before the Super Bowl. And that is a form of transportation, correct? So expect more consequences and damage within the big cities surrounding your transportation, any large forms of transportation, trains, planes, transport. We'll see what this is surrounding. We have a camera. I'm just saying. Anyhow, I'm just going to leave it right here, and I'm going to leave it simple, just like that.